Alright, this is a review for the Smoke and Mirrors deck from Dan and Dave. We're going to start off with the box. I guess I'll do Smoke. Set the cards over here for a minute. Okay, so the box is pretty simple. Few like swirly lines everywhere. D&D logo. It says playing cards, Smoke in the middle. Pretty simple, nice, looks elegant though. Dan and Dave Playing Card Company. Smoke and Mirrors Special Edition on the bottom. Dan and Dave, illustrated by Cy Scott. I really like this box because one, it looks good, and also, I don't have another deck with me, but when you buy it, it doesn't come with like a United States Playing Card Company sticker right here. So, no damage to the box when you open it. And that ugly sticker is not still on there. And it also makes it easier for openers, or especially like flip back openers and stuff like that, because it doesn't get in the way. So the box is nice. It still has these tabs on the inside like other boxes do. I know some people don't like that, but they can deal with it. Now for the actual decks. Again, we'll start off with the Smoke deck. Each deck comes with an add card with the regular back to it, a double back card. You can do certain tricks like that with like card reversal tricks and stuff like that. I know. No, never mind. That trick wouldn't work with this. So you get add card and double back card. This is a nice addition. That's kind of pointless. I use it to practice like a Molecule 2 one card production though, because it requires you to put a bend in the card so you can bend the add card, because it's not important. The Jokers are the two best cards in this deck. They are really cool looking. They're like in suits and they have top hats and cool pimp canes or pimp sticks or whatever those are. Canes, I don't know. And then they have the D's in the corner, and there's two on there. Really like those. Regular backs. Looks good. And what I also like is there's no like add. Like if you look at a bicycle Joker or like an Aviators or something like that, one of them will have like words on it like send this back, blah blah blah, if it's defective. This works good like if you're doing one of those things where you have to show two cards as both being Jokers. It's good because both the Jokers look the same, so the audience member won't be suspicious of anything. Cool Jokers there. Next are the Aces. This is my complaint. All the Aces look the same except the Ace of Spades. I mean, the Ace of Spades looks awesome. It's got like that swirly crap on there and big spade, and it says Dan and Dave Playing Card Company underneath it. But could you be a little more creative? These look exactly the same. Ace of Spades just looks different. I mean, I know most decks, these don't look different, but I don't know. I expected more from Dan and Dave being as creative as they are, so I don't know. Aces, they're alright. Ace of Spades looks pretty cool. Now the face cards, I really like these because they are simplified. I really wish I had another deck here. You know what? I'm going to go grab one quick because I have one over there on the other table. Hold on 1 second. Alright, whatever. All I could find was a ripped up Queen of Clubs. But, you see like, you see the difference? Here this has like a bunch of different colors and stuff. And it looks kind of messy, in my opinion. But this, simplified, nice, just a few colors are used. Looks better, in my opinion. Nothing like super different, but I think it looks good. But, pretty much they look the same, like the faces of the court cards. Look the same, except like the colors and stuff, more simplified there. And both decks look the same, just different backs. The backs are really awesome. They look really cool. Lots of swirlies. I mean, I was doing magic with this one time to my friends. They don't do magic, but like they were like, dude, those are cool cards. I'll need to pick some of those up because they look better than like boring rider backs or something like that, something you see a lot. So overall, these decks have a really nice back to them. Sorry, that was like terrible fan, but they look pretty good, especially on the backs. Now let's get into the handling here. I don't do a whole lot of cardistry, so I'm not going to be pretty good at this. I'm not going to be very good at this. But I've had these decks since Christmas of '08, and it is now almost August '09, so that's like, what, 7 or 8 months? And these things still fan very good for a deck that's been around that long. I mean, most decks I have that long start to fall apart. I mean, I use these decks a lot, too. I don't, like, use them for tearing them up or anything, but I practice with them, and I use them in live performances a lot. So, the finish on these is very nice. It's supposed to be like some kind of aristocrat finish or something like that. I don't know. I get a lot of questions like, are they the same as B stingers? I don't have stingers, so I can't answer that question. But the finish is nice and smooth. It's if you look on the card, you won't be able to see it on here. Maybe if you get close like that. It's very even. They're in straight lines. Adds to the finish. Stock is pretty thick. I mean, it's not like super thick, but it's thick enough to where it's not like a B playing card where you can like bend it and do like the worm with it or any like wave or something like that. But these are pretty nice stock. I like them a lot. They're good for springs. They're not too stiff, but they're stiff enough to where you won't be able to get much of a bend with them with only doing like 1 or 2 springs, which is good. Springs, dribbles, and stuff all feel really good. Edges are nice and smooth. That's a good plus there. As for cuts, I told you I don't do much Dan and Dave cuts here, but two-handed cuts looking pretty good there. Does the worm. That's always a plus. Okay. And these cards are very durable, as I said before. I know Review XCM has a review out on these, and he takes a, I don't know, 22mm handgun or something like that. I don't know. I'm not into guns. It's not my thing. And he puts these, like, in some shooting gallery thing and shoots them a couple times, and then he comes back and he can still do, like, crazy two-handed flourishes with them. So that should tell you something about the durability of these cards. They are pretty good. As for Pharaohs, as I said before, these cards are kind of bent up, like from the inside. Pharaohs are actually really good, but I mean, these are a little bit mangled just because I've had them for so long, but they hold up really nice. This deck's in a little bit better shape. I'll try it with this one, see if I can give you a good estimate. Pharaohs are good. When I first got them out of the box, they Pharaoh mostly, I would compare it to bikes. That's because those are mainly the cards I use. Good Pharaoh, nothing super special where it's like, you just touch them and they weave together, but like, pretty good overall. That's about it. If I missed something, please let me know and I will edit it and put it in the description or something like that. Spreads are good. Overall, I'd give these cards the design. I love it. Backs and faces. Overall, I give that a 10 out of 10. The finish. Let's check this again. Finish. Oh yeah, 9 out of 10. Gets a little choppy sometimes. And box, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Nothing special. Boxes are kind of flimsy, but I take good care of my boxes. Stock is pretty good. I don't know, like 7 out of 10 or something like that. They don't bend. Trying to think what else can we go over here. Cuts, they hold well for cuts. Pharaoh, 7 out of 10. Nothing special, but it's pretty good. And there's something else I was going to say. Oh, I don't know what it is, but here, I'll take all the cards along with the ad cards. I mean, this might just be me, like some weird climate thing here. But whenever I put these cards in the box, it's really tight. I mean, I had trouble getting that in there. And then there's like very little space, like you can see it doesn't move around a whole lot. And then if I leave it in there for a while, I'll take it out and it'll be really blocky. I mean, like, you can't even fan it or anything. But I don't know. Overall, this deck, I give it an 8 out of 10.